Okay, it is 8 o'clock, so we will go ahead and call this session of the Board of Education into order. As our custom, we will take the first few moments of this to consider the things going on in our school system, our community, our state, either in prayer, silent reflection, whatever your preference may be. But we like to start our meetings off that way, and we'll do this meeting that way as well. So if you will bow with me for a few moments, please. Thank you. So the first thing we have before us is to consider a motion to approve this agenda.
I make the motion to approve the agenda.
Mr. Matthews makes a motion to approve the agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. West seconds that. Any discussion on the agenda? And we'll move. Oh, I'm sorry. If you notice on the agenda up there, it does say Monday under date. Let's make that say Wednesday. I don't want another Monday this week. So that will say Wednesday. But we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion or anything to point out? And all in favor of approving this agenda say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Then the agenda is approved. The first order of business on this meeting agenda is to consider moving executive session. Mr. Porter, do we have cause to move to executive session?
Yes, sir, you do. To discuss good name and character and discipline of a student is a reason to go into executive session outside the public.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Porter. So we will now entertain a motion to go into executive session. Do we have anyone who wants to make that motion?
I move to go into executive session.
Mr. West makes a motion. Is there a second?
I second.
Mr. Matthews seconds that. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to vote on moving into executive session. Mr. West?
Yes.
Mr. Matthews?
Yes.
Dr. Guess?
Yes.
And myself is yes. So we are now into executive session. We'll entertain a motion to come out of executive session.
I make the motion.
Mr. Matthews makes a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. West seconds that. Any discussion? Then all in favor of coming out of executive session say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Then we are now in executive session. We will continue with our agenda. A, consider a motion for superintendent's recommendation for student A related to discipline. I'll make that motion. Is there a second?
I second.
Mr. Matthews seconds that. Any discussion? And we'll move to vote. Mr. West?
Abstain.
Mr. West will abstain. Mr. Matthews?
Yes.
Dr. Guess?
Yes.
Myself is yes. That motion carries. Under personnel, A, consider a motion to rescind the previously adopted motion of employment of Chalmers Swinford as a countywide school bus driver effective January the 2nd.
I make that motion.
Matthews makes a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Dr. Guest seconds that. Is there any discussion? No discussion. We'll move to vote. Mr. West?
Yes.
Mr. Matthews?
Yes.
Dr. Guest?
Yes.
Myself is yes. That motion carries. Under resignation, consider a motion to accept the resignation of Amanda Hughes, pre-K aide at Bridgeport Elementary School, effective December the 19th.
I make that motion.
Mr. Matthews will make the motion. Is there a second? I'll second that. Is there any discussion? And we'll vote. Mr. West?
Yes.
Mr. Matthews?
Yes.
Dr. Guess?
Yes.
Myself is yes. Motion carries. Under coaching, consider a motion to approve Kobe Palmer to receive the sum of $2,000, which will be paid by the school for assistant basketball at Hollywood School. I'll make that motion. Is there a second?
I second.
Mr. Matthews second that. Any discussion? This check will be cut from Hollywood to the Board of Education to Mr. Palmer.
Have we already got a supplement up there for the coach?
We do.
Boy, there's one person for boys and girls.
Correct.
And this is in addition to that.
Yes, sir.
This is not part of that. This is in addition to that.
to.
Any more questions? We'll move to vote. Mr. West?
Yes.
Mr. Matthews?
Yes.
Dr. Guess?
Yes.
Myself is yes. That motion carries. Under announcements, is there anything we need to announce right yet?
The only thing is, we need to schedule our meeting for January because we're gonna have several hires to make.
When do you need that to be?
You gotta give us 48 hours to get that agenda out to y'all. So it'll have to be at least the second week in January. And we gotta meet on a PO for Mr. Wright for internet filtering.
What about,
When does school start back second semester?
January the 4th for students, 3rd for teachers, and we'll have to have 48 hours to get it to y'all in advance, so we can't do
Well,
it
I
for that
guess we could
second
meet
week.
after Christmas, the week after Christmas. We don't have to meet when school's in session, do we?
We got, according to board policy, we got to get it to y'all 48 hours in advance, so it'll be the second week before we can meet with y'all.
so it'll be the second week of January?
Yes.
I just keen on from the 4th through the 6th. I'll be out of town.
All right, how about you want to do the 7th at 5 o'clock?
It's fine.
What date's it on?
It's a
Monday.
Monday. Dr. Guess, will you be around?
Yeah. I think so.
And I don't know myself because I don't have my schedule here with me.
Okay, that's a Monday. You have stuff on certain days.
I'm not sure they start playing
Oh,
after
Okay.
in January, but I don't know what dates because I don't have the schedule here with me.
so let's go January the 7th at 5. Unless something happens and if we.
Now we could meet at 8 in the morning and I wouldn't have a problem. But,
What's the first day of classes on?
well,
First
they
day of
don't any of
classes
us teach.
Huh?
They don't any of us teach.
I don't know, but y'all can do it without me.
No, we can't.
Oh, okay. You talking about you can't be
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
First day of your classes. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'll be up to my eyeballs. I think I can get here by 5. So can we tentatively schedule that one for January the 7th?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we're gonna put it as tentatively scheduled, and if something comes up, y'all let Jenna know. And
You
so
know,
we can-
the question there, the tech school job with the masonry, you gonna wait till after school starts to hire that?
That's all that'll be hired that
So-
same meeting. That bus
So
driver,
that's gonna
that tech
kill those
school.
students going to tech school then.
Uh,
They're gonna be a weekend school there, they're not gonna have students.
They're
He
gonna have-
won't have any students second semester.
you say the students come on Friday?
They do.
That'll leave 1 day, 2 days. Monday. and Friday.
If y'all will suspend the rules where we don't have to have the agenda 48 hours in advance, we can have it January the 3rd. But we're not going to come up here over Christmas break to create an
That's
agenda
when I'm
for the
leaving.
48-hour
It's
deal.
Michael will be gone the
I'm
3rd.
leaving on the 3rd.
No, that's not a good
Dr.
week
Guess
for
is not
me
gonna be
either.
here, so Mr. Gant might not be able to be here, so we wouldn't even have a quorum, so we couldn't do that.
And we don't want to do it the week after Christmas, do we?
I mean, I don't care.
The 27th or 27th or something. But again, it would have to be,
You in town week after Christmas?
Like I said, I don't have the schedule here with me right now. I didn't even think about bringing it.
Mike, are you in?
Yeah,
week
yeah.
after Christmas? Dr. Guess, are you here the week after Christmas?
It would be challenging, but if
Just
you're
wait, it's
talking
all
about the
right.
27th, I could make that work, I think.
Because I don't know either.
You let us. It's tentatively scheduled for January the 7th at 5 o'clock.
Good.
Okay, if it has to change, then Mr. Dukes, you look at the week, just a few days behind Christmas, and maybe the 27th. But if we can make it the 7th, let's make it the 7th. Questions? Any other announcements? We'll consider a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Matthews makes the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
I guess second set. All in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No. We are adjourned.